This is for the CEO that's tired of guessing numbers. Running a business is hard enough. The weight of growth, people, and pressure can keep you up at night. I've been there. You've probably searched, what is a fractional CFO, or heard the term without clarity. And if you're like most CEOs I talk to, your reaction is somewhere between, I think I need one, and what do you actually do? Let's break it down. So what does a fractional CFO do? Honestly, you can easily find hundreds of people that can tell you what a fractional CFO should do. But I'd rather tell you the top 5 things a good fractional CFO does not do. 1, they don't just show up and throw up with the financials each month and drown you in spreadsheets. Instead, a good fractional CFO will identify the most important variances from budget and prior periods and highlight them in a dashboard so you can focus on making changes where it matters most. 2, an awesome fractional CFO doesn't just meet monthly to review what's happened after the fact. Instead, they're a partner with you during the month and help you understand how the daily operations affect your bottom line. They help you develop daily operational scorecards that can hold all employees accountable for what they do each and every day and help them understand how they affect the business's bottom line. This way, the future financial results of the business are being driven by what you're doing today instead of you learning about what happened 30 to 60 days after the fact and you can't do anything to change them. 3, a great fractional CFO doesn't overcomplicate things. They keep it simple, stupid. It actually is much harder to distill the financials into simple and concrete issues, instead of just reporting on everything and showing fancy charts and models. Sure, those fancy slide decks look nice. Can you easily recall what changes you need to make based upon them? The answer is most oftentimes no. If your CFO can't give you simple answers, then they simply don't understand what's going on. 4, a good fractional CFO doesn't think they're too good to roll up their sleeves and do some bookkeeping work. I'm not saying they should spend most of their day doing bookkeeping, but they need to understand what's going on and make sure they can trust the numbers. Because with financial reporting, you get garbage in, garbage out. Trying to drive some fancy financial forecast without first kicking the accounting tires could lead you to steering the business off the road. Here's a controversial POV for you. I think the best CFOs have an accounting background and not just a finance background. And 5, the most valuable fractional CFOs don't just say yes and tell you what you want to hear. Instead, they push back and question your ideas based on data and financials. And they help you identify the worst case scenario, which actually can help you sleep better at night and reduce founder anxiety. Seriously, once you write down or model out the worst case scenario, then it's less daunting. You are no longer scared of this unidentified boogeyman in the dark. Once you've seen the worst case and you shed light on it, you can start to plan on how to avoid it, which can actually be really energizing. When you know you have a CFO that will tell it to you straight and they've helped you understand your cash position and profit margins and cash forecast, then you stop waking up at 3 a.m. wondering if you can afford payroll. Fractional CFOs can lower the mental load of leading a growing company, which as you can be a very lonely position to be in. If your vision is scaling and your numbers aren't keeping up, let's talk. We've helped visionary CEOs like you bring strategy back into the numbers. Let's make finance a key growth lever for your business instead of it being a business liability.